Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and noticed your dog quietly sleeping beside you, breathing slowly, completely relaxed? It might feel like a simple habit, but science suggests something deeper is happening. When a dog chooses to sleep next to you, it's not just about comfort. It's about psychology, trust, and a bond that evolved thousands of years ago. To understand why dogs love sleeping with their owners, we have to go way back, long before modern homes, comfy beds, or those ridiculously expensive orthopedic dog mattresses. Dogs descended from wolves, and wolves are pack animals. In the wild, sleeping together isn't optional. It's survival. Members of a pack sleep close to each other to share warmth, stay safe from predators, and maintain social bonds. Even though your dog now lives in a house with Wi-Fi and probably better snacks than you, that ancient instinct is still wired into their brain. When a dog sleeps next to you, their mind is essentially saying, "You're part of my pack." And in dog psychology, that's a big deal. Researchers from the Canine Science Collaboratory at Arizona State University have studied how dogs form emotional attachments with humans. Their findings suggest that dogs develop bonds with their owners similar to the attachment infants form with caregivers. That means, when your dog curls up next to you at night, they're not just looking for warmth, they're seeking emotional security. Think about it. Sleep is the most vulnerable state for any animal. In the wild, being asleep means lowering your guard. So when a dog chooses to sleep beside you, they're making a subconscious decision that you're safe enough to guard their vulnerability. In other words, congratulations, you've been promoted to trusted pack member. But the story gets even more interesting when we look at what happens inside a dog's body while they sleep near their human. Studies show that physical closeness between dogs and humans can increase levels of oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone. It's the same hormone released when parents hold their babies or when people hug someone they love. Researchers from Azabu University in Japan found that when dogs interact closely with their owners, especially through eye contact or physical closeness, oxytocin levels rise in both the dog and the human. So, when your dog sleeps next to you, your bodies are literally reinforcing your bond through chemistry. It's like your brain and your dog's brain are silently saying, "Yep, this relationship works." And here's the funny part. Sometimes dogs take this bonding thing a little too seriously. If you've ever tried to move your leg, only to realize your dog has claimed 80% of the bed, you already know what I mean. Dogs don't exactly respect personal space the way humans do. In dog psychology, proximity equals connection. The closer they are, the stronger the sense of belonging. But sleeping next to their human does more than strengthen emotional bonds. It can actually reduce stress for dogs. Research published in the journal Frontiers in Veterinary Science suggests that dogs experience lower stress levels when they are near familiar humans. Being close to their owner can stabilize heart rate, reduce anxiety, and create a stronger sense of safety. That's why many dogs instinctively seek their owner during thunderstorms, fireworks, or unfamiliar environments. Your presence acts almost like an emotional anchor. And interestingly, the same effect can happen for humans too. A study from the Mayo Clinic Center for Sleep Medicine examined people who slept in the same room as their dogs. Surprisingly, many participants reported feeling more relaxed and secure with their dog nearby. The presence of a pet created a sense of companionship that improved their perceived sleep quality. Of course, this doesn't mean every dog is a perfect sleep partner. Some dogs snore, some kick. Some suddenly decide that 3 a.m. is the perfect time to reposition themselves directly across your ribs. But psychologically speaking, their presence often creates a calming effect. Before we move on, if you find this topic interesting, consider liking the video, leaving a comment, and subscribing to the channel. It helps more people discover these ideas and keeps the algorithm on our side. Now, let's get back to it. Now, you might wonder, what exactly is your dog thinking while sleeping next to you? Dogs, like humans, go through sleep cycles that include REM sleep, the stage where dreaming occurs. Researchers have observed dogs twitching, moving their paws, or making small sounds during REM sleep. It's believed that during this phase, dogs may be replaying experiences from their day, chasing a ball, exploring smells, or interacting with their owners. So yes, it's entirely possible your dog is dreaming about you, which is either adorable or slightly concerning if their dream involves stealing your sandwich. But there's another psychological reason dogs like sleeping close to their owners: temperature regulation. Dogs naturally seek warm environments for rest. Your body heat provides a comfortable thermal zone, especially for smaller breeds or dogs with shorter coats. From a biological perspective, you're basically a very large, slightly snoring heating pad. And dogs love efficiency. Now let's talk about something many owners don't realize. Sleeping positions reveal a lot about your dog's emotional state. If a dog sleeps curled up tightly, it usually means they're conserving warmth and protecting their vital organs. But if your dog sleeps stretched out beside you, belly exposed or legs relaxed, that's a sign of deep trust. The belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of a dog's body. Exposing it during sleep signals that they feel completely safe. In dog language, that's basically saying, "I trust you with my life." But while sleeping together can strengthen bonds, owners should also pay attention to balance. Dogs thrive on structure. If a dog becomes overly dependent on constant physical closeness, it can sometimes lead to separation anxiety when the owner isn't around. This doesn't mean you should push your dog off the bed immediately. It just means making sure they're also comfortable resting independently. Simple things like creating a cozy dog bed nearby or maintaining consistent sleep routines can help maintain that balance. And here's one more fascinating detail about dogs and sleep. Studies show that dogs often synchronize their daily rhythms with their owners. Over time, dogs learn when you usually go to bed, when you wake up, and even when you tend to move during the night. This synchronization is part of what scientists call social entrainment, where animals adjust their biological rhythms to match members of their social group. So if your dog automatically climbs onto the bed the moment you turn off the lights, that's not random behavior. That's learned synchronization. Your dog has literally adapted their internal schedule to match yours. Pretty impressive for someone who still occasionally tries to eat socks. In the end, when a dog sleeps beside you, it's a quiet expression of trust, instinct, and emotional connection shaped by thousands of years of evolution. It's a reminder that even in a modern world full of technology, some bonds remain beautifully simple. A human, a dog, and the shared comfort of feeling safe together through the night. And that's it for today's topic. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you. I truly appreciate your time. Hopefully this video gave you a new idea, a new perspective, or at least something interesting to think about. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to subscribe because we upload new content twice every week. So there's always another idea waiting for you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.